prominent Jewish rabbi supportive of Israel's war in Gaza among Sydney victims. In Pics, Rabbi Eli Schlanger sharing meal with Israeli soldiers. Rabbi with Israeli ties identified as first victim of Sydney attack. Israel says one citizen among those killed in Bondi beach attack. Australia woke up to shock and grief after a deadly attack shattered Hanukkah celebrations at Sydney's Bondi beach. What was meant to mark the first night of the Jewish festival turned into a mass casualty scene, leaving at least 11 people dead and dozens wounded. Authorities quickly designated the shooting a terrorist incident, saying the attack was deliberately aimed at the Jewish community during a religious gathering attended by thousands. Among the first victims named was Chabad emissary Rabbi Eli Schlanger, a familiar and respected figure in Australia's Jewish community. He had been attending the event as part of the Hanukkah observances when gunfire erupted. Schlanger's background reflects years of religious education and community outreach, with studies in prominent yeshivas in Europe and deep ties to Chabad institutions. In recent years, Rabbi Schlanger had spoken publicly about trips to Israel, including visits during periods of heightened conflict in Gaza. In interviews and social media posts, he described solidarity visits, hospital stops, and encounters with rocket alerts and air defenses. Those public statements have since resurfaced online, drawing intense attention in the aftermath of the attack. Following news of his death, some online reports alleged Schlanger openly supported Israel's military actions in Gaza and praised Israeli soldiers in past posts. Australian authorities have not linked those views to the motive behind the attack and continue to focus on the incident as an act of terrorism targeting a religious gathering. Rabbi after October 7th attack. Thank you for the strength, the courage, and everything that you're doing here in Australia to support us. With you, we don't feel alone. With you, we feel that we're part of something much larger. We're part of Israel. We literally went into a war zone. We had sirens and we had to duck for cover, and we had Iron Dome on top of us. Even when I got to Ben Gurion Airport at the end, there was a missile coming towards the airport. It's just one nation. You feel it from the moment you arrive. We made a massive barbecue for them and pounding music. We just schwitzed the entire night dancing with them, hugging them, and they were so grateful that we came all the way from overseas to be able to give them that strength. They all said together, "We cannot thank you enough for coming here." They were begging us, please go back and talk to your politicians. Tell them to do whatever they can to free our kids and to free our parents. Police confirmed one suspected gunman was killed at the scene, while another remains in critical condition. Investigators say at least one attacker was known to security services. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese condemned the violence, calling it an attack on Australia's values and pledging full support for the Jewish community amid rising fears over anti-Semitic violence. As the investigation continues, Bondi Beach has become a site of mourning and reflection. Candles, prayers, and police cordons now mark a space that hours earlier held celebration.
As Prime Minister, I say, on behalf of all Australians to the Jewish community, we stand with you, we embrace you, and we reaffirm tonight that you have every right to be proud of who you are and what you believe. You have the right to worship and study and live and work in peace and safety, and you enrich us as a nation. You should never have to endure the loss that you have suffered today. My fellow Australians, I say tonight that there are nights that tear at our nation's soul. In this moment of darkness, we must be each other's light. hold on to the true character of the country that we love. Australia is stronger than the cowards who attacked innocent people today. Australia is braver than those who seek to make us afraid. Australia will never submit to division, violence or hatred. We will see justice done and we will come through this together.